What do you think? I haven't showed him yet. What do you think?
I think it's awesome.
It's not bad.
I think
It might work.
it's legit.
Okay.
I don't know how many miles.
All right, here's the scooter, guys. So I'm putting foot pegs on it right now. As you can see, I just put one on one side. I gotta do the other side. But I mounted this 5-gallon tank to it. That's just giving me the range that I'm looking for. But for those of you who haven't seen this scooter before, this scooter, I call it my GY6 drag scooter. I've had it for quite a while. If you go back in the videos, you'll see videos from almost 10 years ago of me on this scooter. And it's gone through quite a few different changes. And ultimately, I just stripped everything off of it. It's a stretched GY6 scooter, clearly. Some Chinese Verucci, whatever that it was originally. It looked like a little mini Hayabusa at one point, but all the plastics were crap. They just kept breaking. Every mounting point broke, and I eventually just tore everything off and threw it away. Honestly, all that stuff weighed probably about 25, 30 pounds, so it helped out in the end. But either way, this is a GY6, originally 150 cc's. It's punched out to 172 now. So we've got a little extra cubes under there. This is my typical fuel tank, which I'm gonna use this as a reserve, I guess, now. I got that big boy on there. But you can see forward-facing 28 millimeter or 30 millimeter carburetor. 172 with an A3 cam, if I remember correctly. And we've got a nice racing variator, clutch bell. This thing topped out does close to 75, I think, maybe a little bit faster. I think at one point, maybe I got it up to 80, but with a lot of help from Mother Nature. Either way, 70, no problem. 45 is a breeze on this thing. So we'll be able to keep up for sure. And I figured the other guys, they're gonna be doing GY6s, so why not stick with the GY6 plan on this one? Disc brake in the front, that's also a big plus. We've also got a set of nice CNC hand controls. This is the NCY ball bearing throttle. It's really comfortable. The grips are a little bit fatter than normal, so a little bit less hand fatigue on a longer ride, which clearly we'll be attempting to do. LED light in the front. I gotta add a tail light next. But for now, I'm gonna do the foot pegs, test those out, make sure that that feels comfy, and from there, we'll keep on going. It's also got a fake, I made this. I put this plate on here, it's not real. But I figured it was funny. The guys from HKS laughed when they saw it. Made the muffler for it, pipe. And basically, yeah, it's just a really cool little stretched out scooter, and it's pretty quick for what it is. This scooter in a normal little drag racing scenario, this scooter does, I don't think I was doing 0 to 60s, but I was doing like the 132 feet, like 1/10 of a quarter mile type thing. I was doing those types of races with it. I don't remember exactly what runs I did. If you go back and look in the videos, you'll see it. But it did pretty good, and I had nitrous on the scooter. That was the big point. And what had happened was I didn't ride the scooter for a while, and then Rudnick came down and he rode the scooter and loved it. So me being me, I told him, go ahead and just take the scooter with you back up to Connecticut. And he did. He took it back up to Connecticut, and the first time he took it out to spray it, he popped it because the nitrous line was clogged. He didn't know that. I didn't know that. He ended up putting another line on it, was not clogged, and in the meantime took the jet out of it. So we hit it with like 100 shot, and that did not last. He said it was really fast for a couple of seconds, and that was it. But either way, the wreckage was pretty severe. The piston was destroyed. The rod was bent. I actually bent the rod back straight myself. I was ready to throw the whole thing away, but I said, you know what, let me just try, because the piston and stuff is really cheap. I didn't want to have to replace the case though and the bottom end. So I actually bent the rod back straight with a big old extension, a 3/8 extension, and I got it really, really arrow straight, and put a new piston, new head, new cylinder, everything back on it. And it seems to be working pretty good. So I'm not going to complain. It's been running really good. I did not spray it anymore. So I left it like that. And now here we are. So this is an homage to the Rod Knock life. I basically brought this thing back from the dead, and I'm going to go and ride with him again. So let's get this other peg on. Okay.
Yep.
Here we go. I do not recommend anybody welding next to a can of gas like this.
It's empty though.
Huh?
The gas is empty.
It's empty, but
Don't do it.
For the sake of saying it, don't do that. Don't do this. That should hold.
Ooh. Look at that.
And we got it tacked on there. We'll go ahead and finish that up a little bit, make it nice and strong. It's my hog. Foot pegs are on. I'm gonna take it for a little spin now and see how it feels. Perfect. So now we have a comfortable spot to put my feet, and we got a ton of extra gas, so we're not going to run out. As you can see, I've mounted a fuel pump down here, and the line goes right to it, so fuel comes right out of this. I don't have to circulate it to another tank. I just fill this big bad boy up, and that's it. We just keep going. So 5 gallons with a range of about, I say per gallon, I usually get about 40 to 50 miles. So even if we got 30 miles with 5 gallons, I'll still be able to go 150 miles. That'll get us to Miami, no problem. So I know I won't have to be filling up that much. The other guys, I don't know what they're gonna do for tanks, but I can tell you right now, if they don't do this, they're not gonna get very far. So I'll probably have to stop with them regardless. But at least I won't have to keep pumping and pulling out the car. I'm happy about that.
You can just run in and get some chocolate milk.
I can just, exactly.
Yeah.
I can just run in and get a snack. I don't have to go crazy. This is good. Weather permitting, this is good. I gotta come up with something for the weather. I have a windbreaker. I got like that type of stuff, like some weatherproof clothing.
Get an umbrella hat.
Dang, that's a good idea. I also need some like galoshes or something so that my feet don't get wet. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna take it for a little spin, go around and double check, make sure everything feels good. Should be good. All good. I'm happy with that.